Maybe it's just that you're unmotivated right now. Maybe life is too hectic. Could be that the uncertainty in the world has you frozen, or us frozen. Our lives are so chaotic right this second, it seems so overwhelming. But you're absolutely right. Now is not the right time to do some goal setting. Wait, what? Goal setting is supposed to be the only way to get what I want, right? Nah. Why is now not the time? Because traditional goal setting is completely dead. By us not having a direction or something to make progress towards, it has undoubtedly cost us something. It might be that you just feel stuck or you're settling. You know, the kind of hamster wheel effect. But by not moving forward, it cost us money. Maybe in the form of blown opportunities or damage to our career. No progress leaves us reacting to situations, which means we have fewer options, which leads to poor life decisions. No forward motion also gets into your soul and starts to decaying at our self-confidence. But worst of all, it costs us time. Time you and I will not get back if we're unmotivated. Unmotivated parent, unmotivated business owner, unmotivated leader, unmotivated employee, friend, or partner. It's just wasted time. The exercise that's included for free will take a whole whopping 15 minutes. If you're willing to be completely honest with yourself and focus on what you want and why you want it, just stay with me for a few minutes. Aloha, I'm Bret Ranoa. For those in Hawaii, how's it? On this channel, we just talk about ways to quickly implement action items to get you ahead in your career or your business. Okay, let's get at it. So I'm lucky. I learned this pretty early in my career, but it took a job in a corporate, what I call sweatshop. Turn and burn environment, the kind that tells you every day, if you don't hit this goal, you're gonna be fired. Or, hit the quota or you're out. You know, a typical no stress work environment. I think the owners had watched Glenn Ross just way too many times. Anyway, nothing about this place matched my core values. The management style was over-aggressive. We were pitched against each other on the team. It was on the verge of almost unethical behavior or best practices. I was ready to quit, but I couldn't. I had bills and responsibilities, etc. Plus, I had always been taught I had to stay in a job for 2 to 3 years minimum. So I started with where I was in that exact moment. I was honest with myself and about where I was and where I wanted to go. Then I asked a very life-changing question that I still use every day today. Why? Why would I stay or why would I go? So if I look back at my biggest obstacle, it was really me. I was afraid to leave, but why? What was the real reason? So big life changes are a good time to reflect. Not too dissimilar to where we are right now. But this one took place in the late 80s. We were always taught, my generation was taught to go to college, get with a big blue chip, IDM or so, stay for 20, 30 years, enjoy your life after you retire. Stay at your current employer, they're gonna take care of you. But in the late 80s, the business life paradigm, it shifted. Bankruptcies, consolidation, right sizing, again, very much like today. Then I had to create a new formula, a new plan. The why for my fear was that companies really didn't care about their employees. You could get laid off at any moment or fired. So now I knew what I wanted. I wanted learning, right? Growth. I wanted money. I wanted variety. Now don't judge me. This was a long time ago. Everybody's wants and desires change over time, as they should. So that was the formula. I had a new formula. I quit that day, hustled and had another job in no time. The plan, because I knew my why, go to a new organization, walk in, pick the smartest person in the room, and listen. Just shut up and listen. Take notes, emulate, take action, trying what I just learned, improve it, and do it over and over and over again. My why for my fear also let me see clearly, and I was able to commit to leaving a company whenever I felt it was time. I committed to learning, not staying in the same spot. So that's exactly what I did. Always learning, always mastering my craft, always earning more than I did at the last one. Freedom from the constraints of feeling stuck because of the social norms to staying for 2 years. My why led me to learning, not in school, but from people. It led me to have a plan, to take notes, to take action, to improve, to rinse and repeat that process. It freed me. Okay, so traditional goal setting is dead, we agree, right? Why? Because it's freaking boring. Nah, because it really doesn't allow us to really know why we want something, the why we really want to change. It's three-letter words, super, super important. It's actually a key. According to Inc.com, science says only 8% of people actually achieve their goals. What? Just ask your immediate circle of friends and family. Ask them if they have written goals. Think about how many times you actually sat down and figured out exactly what you want and how you're going to get there. So why do 92% of us never achieve these old school goals? Well, I went to the internet, like everybody should, went to a bunch of forums, asked over 200 people this, and here's what they said. They don't know where to start. The framework that they're using is way too complicated. And essentially, they didn't have any emotional ties to make a lasting change. They didn't get from their head to their heart. So we'll start with the mindset of making some intentions. I'll tell you why I'm so pumped on my goals being dead. We're going to use intentions instead of goals. It's a very small change in the verbiage with massive results. We know the language we use to talk to ourselves is the key to having this growth mindset. So 3 easy reminders about intentions. 1, you have to choose to commit. You need to set a higher standard for yourself. Commit to what you want. Just start small. Set your standards to those things, not as a want, but things that you must do. Number 2, work at it. Change is how we grow. It's like when you build a muscle, you tear the muscle and it starts to build up and build bigger. We've got to take a lot of action. We got to try a lot of different things here. 3, focus on just a couple things you want to change. Don't make it a big, gigantic, sweeping change. Tony Robbins stole this from him. Where your focus goes, your energy will flow. Meaning if you just simply woke up every day, focusing on one of your intentions, maybe it's working out. No matter what happens that day, you're going to find a way to work out. Just by focusing on it, putting your energy in it, it becomes a must. Remember, time is moving and we just can't waste it on things we don't want. So what's included in that exercise? Well, you're gonna have a map. Good news is you're gonna be now ahead of 92% of the people out there. Most people never take the time to think about what they really want, why they want it, and how they're gonna get there. Your intention for this whole exercise is to just jumpstart yourself for sustainable, real, lasting change. So here's the 6 steps. Where are you at right this second? What is my current situation? Where do you want to go and why? These are my wants. Where am I going? What do I want? What are my desires? Then I get to brainstorm what are the possible solutions to the biggest obstacles from me getting what I want. I'm only going to take, then I move down and I'm only going to take 2 to 3 solutions that I can take immediate action on. And I'll look at from those, what life skills or what skills do I need to focus on or learn? And then finally, I'll break it down into daily habits to keep this progress going. So that's it. So mahalo for the time today. I know that was a quick overview, but if you go grab the worksheet, it'll make a little bit more sense. Have a good time with it. Develop a quick and easy plan. Put your energy somewhere, focus somewhere, and go crush it. We're gonna cut that out.